Okay, have we got audio now, guys? Hopefully. If not, I might have to stop and start again. Technology is a wonderful thing. So can you... Nope, no audio. Got it now. Right, cool. Just an app I was running had decided not to be running when everything else looked good. Thank you for letting me know. Well, that's a good way to get engagement on a video, to get everyone to comment. Yeah. Great start. Thank you so much for letting me know, though. It is super embarrassing to prattle on for 10 minutes and no one to be listening to you. So that's really good. So, yeah, firstly, I want everyone to let me know if you went to the Canva webinar thing last week, how that went, because I was in the woods having a great time, so I didn't see it, but I was really excited to hear all about it. Sorry, I have to read and chat and everything else, but Virginia, hola, only English? I'm afraid so. My grasp on languages is absolutely terrible, and I don't think YouTube automatic tags is quick enough to do translations. It can barely understand Scottish as it is, let alone anything. So yeah, guys, I desperately need your help because it's just me. I've been off for a week and out of the loop of everything, so I need your help with lots of good questions to make this a good stream, because my brain power is not quite up to speed. I also came back, you can probably hear, with a bit of a lurgy, so I'm not the fastest just now, so I need all the questions. Okay, we seem to get hit and miss with the Canva event. Linda didn't like it, but Specialty Corbett thought it was great. I'll have to check. I assume there's a replay. I'll have to check it out. Talking of webinars, you probably have noticed we've just started posting up in the socials and everything, and there was an email went out a couple of days ago. eRank are going to be hosting our first doing a webinar. That's by you're stuck with me again. That'll be me next week. But I just wanted to let you guys know, because if any, like most of you probably know a lot of the stuff. This is going to be on the keyword tool, and I'm going to be doing a live demo, quickly scooting through what are keywords and everything, then showing you how to use the keyword tool, how I use it to find keywords, and then how to pick out your superstar keywords and put them into a listing. Now, a load of you probably... You've heard me a million times, you know how to do this, but if some of you aren't and you're really interested in seeing this, you can sign up for our webinar. I don't have the links because I'm not at all organized, but there are links in the Facebook group, and you probably got a mail out a couple of days ago. So I just want to say, if you've signed up for this, we're not doing one of those pretend there's a limited availability thing. The software that we're going to use to do this is limited to 250 live participants. So if you've signed up for it, make sure you log in nice and early, because it's only going to let 250 people in. This is our first time doing this, so yeah, you'll have to let me know how it goes. We don't know how many people to expect or anything, but yeah, the sign-ups might be a little bit more than the 250. So just to let you know, if you're really interested in that, log in nice and early to make sure you get your seat, I suppose it would be called. And as I say, this is the first of this that we're doing. So be kind, but let us know what you think. Let us know what other tools you want to focus on, what you like about it, what you didn't like about it. If you would like more details, less details, more demonstrations, just tell us what you want, and we'll be able to dive in and do that kind of better. Hopefully it's going to be a bit of a learning process. Hopefully we'll get better at it, and getting the feedback from you, we'll be able to give you... my hair's doing mad things. We'll be able to give you sort of the level of things that are helpful to you. So not necessarily a plug, but just letting you know that's going to be happening next week. And Emma's signed up for it yesterday, looking forward to it. Awesome. I look forward to some friendly faces there. I'm sure it's going to be loads of friendly faces. Excuse me. And I think that was all the announcements I had. Did I miss anything? Well, myself and Debbie have been talking about this. We're seeing that some of you are spotting in Etsy that there is they're now talking about a whole thing of you can put a badge on your account to say if people buy more, they get a discount. We don't know a whole lot about this yet. So if you guys actually have this new feature that Etsy's rolling out, it sounds like above your listings, in the listing page, above your listings that are eligible, there's going to be a little blue banner saying what you can do. But none of us so far on the eRank team have access to this. It's been like rolled out to as Etsy, well, as technology does these things, they tend to have to roll them out to small groups to start with. So none of us have got this yet. So we can't answer questions on this yet. So we haven't seen it. So absolutely feel free to share screenshots or anything of what you're saying in the Facebook group. And if you're not a member of the Facebook group, there's links in the description down below, and you can join up. And one of us will be in there to let you into the Facebook group sometime after this live stream. Esther, about the webinar, will there be a replay? I can't make it next week. There should be. If you sign up for the webinar, you should be able to watch the replay on demand. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing after the webinar, but the link will still work, that you'll be able to get in and watch it afterwards. We've lost audio again. Oh, for goodness sake. Thank you for letting me know. Where did that go? It should be fine. Specialty. Guys, can you let me know? Have we still no audio? It looks fine my end. Excuse me. Okay, thank you guys. I get worried because there's nothing on my screen saying whether everything's working fine or not until you guys let me know. Right. So does nobody have any interesting questions about Etsy or eRank or any fun stories to share with us or anything? I literally don't know what's happened in the past week. I've just been trying to catch up. Oh, Debbie, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. Yeah, hey, let's do personal story time. If you're not going to ask me anything about Etsy or eRank, just while you're getting your questions in. But yeah, last week I went away with a friend to a lovely, it sounds not so lovely, but a lovely caravan in the woods by the water and everything. So had a great time. I swam over a mile every day. I'm quite proud of myself there. We hiked and I am covered in tiny bites, basically. What Deb calls no-see-ums, what we call over here is, there's a rude word before it, but then midges. Scottish midges are well known. So I was away, cabin in the woods. My phone couldn't make any calls. I had very limited internet access. I would upload my photos for the day to Facebook and go for a walk in the hope that it would connect up enough to upload the photos. But it was very nice to be away from technology for a little while. So yeah. Oh, Linda, Etsy says that old listing form is going away. Do you know where we can make suggestions? The new form sucks. I don't have any of my Etsy pages open just now, but usually when Etsy has something and they say make suggestions, there's a link on that like banner to say give us feedback. If there isn't, hit chat and just say hello, this, don't like this, but be specific about it. I know change sucks. I very much hate it as well. You learn to do a new thing. You learn to do something, and you've got you've got an idea. You've got your workflow and everything, and then suddenly they change it. Now, there's probably very good reasons behind the scenes why Etsy's changing things. Quite a lot of the time, if something's really, really old, what they're doing, they've got all that old code. I mean, I think eRank sort of had this problem sometimes as well. You've got all that old code, and every time something goes wrong, you're sort of patching it up with a little bit of bad coding. Not bad, but, not so perfect coding. And then eventually what happens is someone says, look, guys, this is so bad. We've just got to start again from scratch. Basically, it's how the internet works. Also, it could well be, the old listing form has been as it was for a very, very long time, quite possibly well before anyone was using phones for these things. So it might be to make it easier to work, to be able to combine things between the app and Etsy. I don't know. I agree. The old form is probably quicker and everything. The photos take longer. It takes longer to list an item. That's what everyone's saying. So I'd hit chat, message them, and just give that specific feedback. But you can also, it's like training a dog, okay? You can't just tell it what it's doing wrong. If there's some things that you like as well, it's good to tell them that as well. If I've not made a new listing for ages, but I think the new listing form, adding photos is a little bit better because you can just click and drag photos in. It's a bit quicker that way, but they do take a while to upload. If there's not a link there, I don't know of anywhere else other than just going into the chat, or there might be a thing in the help files. I'll have to check this. This is a good question. Usually I don't think about it until something changes and they says in the banner, it'll say, give us some feedback here. So have a look. Unfortunately, they've spent a lot of time on this new listing thing, so I don't think they're going to go back to the old one, even though they have admitted there are some things that aren't quite working yet in the new one. So I don't think they should be getting rid of the old one until the new one does everything it's supposed to, but we know how things are. So what we're best to do is focus them in on the things that we really need them to fix, let them know the things that are really good, and just expect small improvements. But yeah, I know lots of people have been very unhappy with the old listing form going away. It's a thing, definitely with Etsy, but with a lot of places, if they're showing you a new thing and an old thing and you can opt in and out, it's always best to kind of dip into the new thing every so often to start getting used to it. I hate it too. I hate having to learn new stuff and things, but yeah, sometimes sadly we don't have a choice. Pascal, if I now let people come from social media, can that be bad for my shop by many people who come and don't buy anything? No, I can hopefully ease your mind on that one. This is a myth that's been going around for so long. Etsy wants new people to come to Etsy. So much so that it's given us these share and save links. So it's encouraging us to go out and tell people to come to our shop. Etsy desperately needs more buyers and less sellers, basically. So it is not going to do anything at all to hurt you if you bring people in. Now, if people come in, your friends and family come in, have a look at your shop, don't buy anything, you can go, oh, that means my shop conversion, the number of views I'm getting compared to the number of sales, the conversion has gone right down. Does not matter at all. The conversion that Etsy cares about is the conversion of each of your individual listings when seen in search for an individual search term. So if you imagine you had one listing that was a poppy dress, and Etsy, when it was in its learning process about your listing, it shows you in several search terms. You'll probably have seen when you've looked at what you're getting found for, sometimes you're like, that is a weird search term. That's nothing to do with my listing. So Etsy might show your listing to people who search for poppy dress, and it might also show your listing for some reason to people who search for sunflower hat. Now, when it shows you in search for sunflower hat, it's very, very likely that people won't click on your listing because they search for sunflower hat and that's a poppy dress. So if they don't click on it, then Etsy doesn't go, this is a bad listing. Etsy goes, this is a bad listing for sunflower hat. And if they're also getting shown to different people for sunflower poppy dress, I'm forgetting which I'm doing. If they're also shown for poppy dress and people are clicking on that, then the algorithm goes, this exact listing is a very bad sunflower hat. The conversion is super low for that, but it's a really good poppy dress. Therefore, it'll show more for one and not for the other. If your friends and family come from social media, there is no search term attached to that. So Etsy can't say this listing is really good as a poppy dress or whatever. It has no clue anything about it. So basically, all that's going to happen there is if people come and a few of the people that find you buy and those listings relist and you get good feedback and everything, then your shop and marketplace experience score, all those good things will increase. So your shop will do better for everything, but it won't be dragged down if they don't buy. Just looking from social media doesn't make any difference. Excuse me. Oh, is my voice going to do a whole hour? I am not sure, but place your money now, people. I hope that helps. That is a myth that has been around for so long, and it so annoys me. But it doesn't annoy me, Pascal. It doesn't annoy me, you guys saying to me, is this a thing? It annoys me that people give advice saying that this is a bad thing. Absolutely. Social media marketing is a very good thing. And if you have a good social media following, yes, it's better if your social media following is targeted to your shop. So I don't post very often on my own personal page because they're my friends and they're interested in different things. And they would get bored and they wouldn't click on it, basically. But if you have a following of people who are super into the type of thing that you make, absolutely. And yeah, if you've got a new shop or whatever else, your friends and family probably do want to support you. So you can say, hey, I've just started this new venture. Go and have a look. And that will not hurt you at all. Amy, yeah, you previously filled out a suggestion form on the new listing form a few times. Doubt they even look at the results. I thought I saw a suggestion form at some point. I'll try and dig it up again when I've got listings open and stuff and I can have a look. They do look at the results. We've seen they don't look at the results if one person says a thing. They look at the results if they get lots and lots of comments similar. We've seen, even without loads of media attention, things about like the star seller system. It took a while, but when enough people complained about certain things, then things do change. I made a video about a certain thing and got to speak to certain people at Etsy, and they've actually changed some of their policies based on just talking to me, and I don't have that much power. So they do listen if you're loud enough, basically. But no, they're not going to change every single thing. They're not going to hear every single complaint. They want your feedback to get the big overall picture. They've got their ideas of why they're doing it the way they're doing it. Yeah, it's a pain, but hopefully the new form will get better. Debbie, thanks so much for the links to the webinar. Yep, 250 online seats. So it is very likely that this one will sell out, but there will be the replay and everything. And I don't want those of you guys who want to see it, I don't want you guys to miss it. Oh, interesting, Heather. Yeah, since Etsy wants our title tags and description to work together for SEO, why are they so far apart in the new listing format? Who knows why they chose to group them where they're grouping them. They've probably looked at the workflow of what a sample of people do, but yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know why they've decided that. But bear in mind, things like your tags are pretty much mainly only for SEO. Therefore, Etsy algorithm purposes, whatever Etsy's doing, they're probably like use them in gift mode. They use them for whatever they're using them for. But your title and descriptions are also for your customer. I mean, your title is the most important thing along with your photographs. So it does make sense that your title's right up at the start. But yeah, that's some feedback you could give to Etsy. It would be nice and probably pretty not all that difficult for them when they're doing tabs at the top of the listing thing, rather than just go to random places and things. It would be nice if there was like a, hey, go to this tab to find all the stuff together to tweak your SEO. Go to this tab to sort out everything about variations. I don't know. I don't work for Etsy. Justina, I don't think they care about our feedback about the new listing form anymore. They were asking for feedback a few years ago when they were introducing it. Yeah, they did want to know. Absolutely, when they're releasing something new. You're right, it was a few years ago. I definitely saw that. They do want feedback, but they don't necessarily, they've probably had enough feedback about certain things, and there's a reason why they are as they are. But if there is things they've missed or lots of people are unhappy about something, definitely it doesn't take us 2 minutes to send them a bit of feedback. If something is really bothering you, it's unlikely to be to result in a change, but it might. Heather, yeah, the old format with the description just above the tags made it easier to coordinate. I know what you mean. I actually as well, actually, ooh, that's a good point. It is something that you can with the eRank Sidekick. At least you can open the Sidekick when you're on your listing page, and then you would be able to make little note. You've got the AI helpers there, but you'll be able to see some things in your listing helper page, in your listing page. You'll be able to see something in the Sidekick. Maybe that's something that we could do into the Sidekick. Drop support at eRank a message and just say what you're having trouble with on your Etsy listing page, and we might be able to do something there. I don't want to make promises because I've put so many suggestions forwards for the Sidekick, but you do have the Sidekick at the side of certain things that you can copy and paste. Now, it wouldn't work like that just now, but yeah, definitely drop us an email and there might be something the team could do there. But yeah, also let Etsy know. But yeah, I know what you mean. I find it, for me, when I'm writing my description, I want to be able to see my title, definitely. It's nice to be able to have them all in the one place. So that's a cool thing. My kid walked in and asked if I'm listening to Etsy and is now on a toy phone talking to you. What's your kid's name? Hello. Yeah, I know. Some people absolutely hate my lack of ability to say Etsy correctly. See, that's why I can't do it, because I have to stop and think about it. Debbie, yeah, the old form showed your title no matter where you moved around. Yeah, I think that is worth complaining to them too, because yeah, it is handy to see it when you're doing your description and your tag. So having your title be clear to see is very important. Can the eRank, Anthony, you here? Can the eRank sidekick do anything about that? I might message the team myself and see. That's a very good point. Amy, my external traffic hugely outweighs my internal Etsy traffic this year. Yeah, I think that's common for a lot of people. Things are difficult just now. For anyone looking and saying my sales have crashed, firstly, I've been on Etsy since 2008. People who've been here for a while are pretty bored of hearing this. Every single month that I have been on Etsy since then, that's a very long time, there have been threads in the forum going, my traffic's died, is Etsy dying? And during the summer, it's the worst because it's always quieter. However, things are more difficult just now. There is no denying that. Etsy said in their quarterly report, basically there is an issue. The ratio of sellers to buyers is worse than it's been in a very, very long time, which means that makes it hard for us to get seen. There's too little buyers spread around too many sellers. So it's going to be hard to be seen from search. Add to that economy, uncertainty, all the rest of it, and sites like Temu, there's less money to go around. Etsy is struggling as well because of sites like Temu are actually making advertising a lot more expensive. These other sites are putting a lot of money into unsustainable advertising. So that makes it more difficult for Etsy to be bringing new people in. So sadly, yes, this is a kind of time where things are quiet, and if we can, driving our own traffic is a good thing. I've no doubt that comes from the question asking, if you drive your own social media traffic, will it hurt you? It definitely won't. And as Amy says, probably for a lot of us, it's the thing we should be doing just now, to be perfectly honest. Laura, a question regarding eRank sidekick. If I tap a keyword in the search bar, I can see the search volume stats in the sidekick, but the listing stats and tags tab don't load. Yeah, for the different tabs we've got there, if you click on them and stuff isn't loading up, that's definitely support@erank.com. Let the team know. Definitely that's something they'll want to look at. They should be loading. We definitely want the sidekick working as well as possible. The team have worked really hard on that. So thank you. Please let the team know. Pascal, thank you very much for your question. I really love all your questions anyway, but it makes it much easier with me sitting here myself. Yeah. I would be talking to myself and sounding even more insane. Susanna, thank you so much. Yeah, my holidays were great. I've got another one coming up soon that I'm looking forward to even more. But it was really cool. By the water, in the woods, with a swimming pool and a really nice little restaurant. Oh, very good. Linda, the webinar, this not that I'm plugging these things, but this is eRank's very first webinar. We're doing a focus on the keyword tool just now. So yeah, basically it's hopefully to help you answer that question of how do I find keywords for my listings, basically. So yeah, I'm going to talk about keywords, but focusing on the keyword tool. Yep, Debbie. I think once you've registered, you'll get a confirmation from StreamYard, and there'll be a replay available, but no details. The replay should be on the same link as the live webinar will be, as far as I know, but we'll check it out, because, yeah, it's all kind of new to us as well. Laurie, been an Etsy seller for almost 4 years, and each year my sales have increased over 100% year after year. Fantastic. I do pay for Google ads, but I don't pay for Etsy ads. Fantastic. That you're definitely doing a good thing. That's definitely, yeah, that's definitely what you want. It means, yeah, if you've got growth like that every single year, it means you're definitely learning and improving and moving forwards, especially at a very difficult time. And yeah, if you're saying you've been for almost 4 years, that means you came in at the pandemic boom, which sounds really sad, but I know what I mean. You came in, you started your Etsy shop at the times when it was sort of the most easy to get sales. Not for all of us. I didn't actually do that great then, but it was, there was a lot of new buyers coming into Etsy. So the fact that you're still growing, great job. Yeah. Oh, more from Laurie. I set a small budget for Etsy. I found that my budget was almost, Etsy ads budget was almost used by noon because most of my ads were clicked overnight. Countries from overseas and not from the US. Yeah. Etsy ads is a difficult thing, but I would say for most people, really check if they're working for you and if they're worth it. You don't have to run Etsy ads to get sales, and there's no guarantee you will get sales. For some people, they're absolutely fantastic. For many people, they're not great. Linda, my sales are way up from last year, but guess how much traffic I've driven via social media? 46%. Fantastic. That's nearly half my people not coming from Etsy. It takes time and work. Yeah, so true there. Social media, like when you hear any of us talk about, oh, you should do social media and whatever else, this is always a thing people have talked about from the beginning of Etsy and from more so. They'll say, like, I have so many accounts on so much random, obscure social media platforms because people will say, oh, if you want to do well on Etsy, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. So I ran around like a daft wee puppy going, oh, I'll need a Reddit account. I'll need a this. So I can't even remember some of the things, but I did all the social media accounts, and that's not, just having an account's not going to help you. Everything takes time to grow. So sadly, if sales are down, you can't go, oh, well, I'll start working social media and things will pick up, unless you really know what you're doing on social media. But that's also difficult, and it's also a learning curve. And you're also fighting in front of a load of people to get seen, basically. So it's work. So be aware and settle down on a social media platform that you enjoy. Well, you don't have to do just one, but really focus in on the ones that you enjoy and that your target market are likely to be in. For me, it's like, I remember, sign up for LinkedIn. How was that going to help me sell little needle felted dogs when at the time it was like CEOs of companies are in there? That wasn't a good use of my time. For a long time, Pinterest was the place I should have been focusing on. I didn't focus on there as much as I should, but it's not a case of post it and people will come. Sadly, everything's difficult. Takes a bit of time, but it's worth it. The one, it doesn't even sound like social media, but it is. The one I settled on ended up being YouTube. I started my YouTube channel to get sales for my Etsy shop. In the end, I got sidetracked and started helping people selling on Etsy on my YouTube channel, and a whole lot of different opportunities opened up. So yeah, don't necessarily be stuck on this is what I have to do. You might find yourself going off in a totally different direction. But yeah, that I keep forgetting when I'm saying I'm rubbish at social media. I did something okay. Linda, my stats are down 66%. Yeah, sadly, a lot of us are finding that. This year's been really weird. Last month I was doing kind of well, but everything else has been pretty bad. Linda's social medias are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That's all. That sounds like a good mix. For many of us, I know a lot of you from the Facebook group. So if you're spending all your day on Facebook, it doesn't hurt to do a little bit of promoting yourself on Facebook. And if you understand Instagram, it's a good thing. TikTok was doing, excuse me a minute. TikTok was doing awesome for me. I was just playing around with it and I thought, I've got the hang of this TikTok, and I was getting hundreds of views on every video. It was going great. And it just died out of nowhere, and I've literally no idea. So I'm going to have to figure out TikTok a bit better, but that's the joy of social media. I've done something wrong somehow. Yeah, so it's have a look at what you enjoy and where your target audience are and what seems to make sense for you. Like, if you absolutely hate making videos, TikTok's probably not good for you. If you love making videos, then look at one of the places that do videos. Michelle, I had an Instagram video go viral this week. Over 56,000 views, 0 traffic to my shop. Social can be frustrating. Firstly, congratulations. That is awesome. But it's also another very good point. Social media generally is like Instagram and stuff. Most people are there to be entertained or to be on Instagram. So even getting hundreds and hundreds of followers, getting thousands of views doesn't guarantee that people are going to go to your shop. Most people, when they're sitting on Instagram, looking at videos or stuff, they're just scrolling through, they're just watching videos. So it's not necessarily a great way to get traffic to your shop. It builds over time. You get one video going viral, hopefully Instagram will start to show more things. People will start coming and looking at your profile and following you, and eventually people will start to go, ooh, where do I get that? That's interesting. But yeah, just going viral sadly isn't always a guarantee that you're going to drive a lot of traffic like to your shop. I think of the social media things, I think around building the audience first. So figuring out how to get views and everything on that place. So you've got a good start of, a kind of video that works. Doesn't mean every single video is going to go viral, even if they're the same quality and interest and everything, but the kind of thing that works. Make more of them. But yeah, you just sort of keep building up with that and think about how to do good on Instagram, and eventually people might start coming to your shop. But I know it's very frustrating. Yeah, Laurie, absolutely agree there. Very frustrating since it didn't drive business. But yeah, that's a thing that people get not what Michelle's done, but what people get really wrong with social media is like, you'll open up your business page onto whatever else, and the entirety of your business page is, I just listed something on my Etsy shop. Look at this on my Etsy shop. Go to my Etsy shop. And then they'll say, you said social media marketing was the best thing in the whole world, and that doesn't work. And that's because when you're on Instagram watching videos or whatever, are you interested in a video that says, go to my Etsy shop? Or are you interested in a video that perhaps entertains you in the process of how you wear that makeup that you can go to the shop and buy if you like the makeup? How that necklace was hand hammered in your beautiful studio or something. You know, people want to be entertained. They don't want to be told, go to my Etsy shop, basically. Created by EGF. I've been getting more views on my YouTube shorts than I have on TikTok and Instagram combined. Fantastic. I don't think YouTube shorts is my target audience. Hey, it's all good. As I say, it's not necessarily going to bring you masses of people to your shop. One thing, it's not a load of money, but YouTube shorts you can get money from. So if it's something you're enjoying doing and you're getting good views, then it's something potentially you could monetize, get some money from that, and people will start coming and checking out your shop as well. So, hey, congratulations though. Hey, this is cool. Great. Everyone else, let us know which social media is working for you. Valley Smithy says TikTok and Facebook drive the most traffic to me. For me, it is YouTube, Facebook, and Pinterest, although Pinterest is dying off. Linda, the quality of followers, not good quality followers you want. There's lots of not good. And yeah, it's the same everywhere on the internet. Yeah, it's so difficult not to make it a numbers game. You're right. Especially like I'm sitting on YouTube just now, so we'll talk about that. But you know, there's a whole numbers thing saying, oh, you want to get 1,000 subscribers because then this can happen. You want to get 10,000 subscribers because this can happen. You want to get 100,000. But in reality, I know people who make a really good living on YouTube that have maybe 500 subscribers. But because they have really engaged subscribers that buy the things they're selling, that are really into what they're talking about, that keep coming back to them, they can do way better with this more focused audience. Whereas I know people with over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and they can get maybe 20 views on a video because they're just making things that people aren't interested to watch anymore. So yeah, social media is quite a challenging ride. I won't lie there. Right. We seem to be coming to the end of the questions and the end of my voice. So I'll give you a couple more minutes. If you have any other questions, get them in. But I will probably be finishing up a little bit early because I didn't plan this out too well. And yeah, that's probably enough of my face for a day. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, YouTube channel that you're already on, we have a ton of helpful videos here. Jessica and some of the others of the team have been making some extra videos as well, so you don't have to just listen to me. Don't forget, we are live. It's not usually just me, live here every Thursday with your questions. Hopefully we'll do some kind of reviews next week if I remember. Join the Facebook group in the link below. Sign up for the webinar if it's something you're interested in. But I'm sure a lot of you probably know even better than me how to use the tools now. I recognize some of your faces forever. So, but it would still be lovely to see you. And yeah, don't forget, give us a thumbs up if you like this. You guys are also kind. I am totally feeling better and I'll be absolutely fine by next week. But yeah, thank you all so much and I'll see you next time.